Hello everybody. I'm gonna try to explain everything I know about the Street Fighter 3 cartridges, security cartridges. Here we have the last ones I have. 4 of them are leaving today. Here we have an A cartridge. I have marked it with an A so I don't have to open it. This is a Mexico. Here we have a C, which is a Japanese, D Japanese, B Japanese. Here we have another B, Asia, C, Japanese, A, Japanese. So these 4 letters A, B, C, D, I didn't make up myself. Here we have, when we open the cartridge, this is what we find. Okay, it goes like this. It has a small mark here, which matches this mark here. So we put it here. Okay, we can see some letters. Here is an A, and so goes B, C, and D. A and B are basically the same, no difference, major. And they have a big advantage is that on the back side, they have an extra space to put an EEPROM. So here, as we can see, we have the contacts, we have the CPU, which is A type. Here we have the EEPROM, but it's an SMD. Surface mounting device, so it's not so easy for everybody to solder and solder. Here we have the 74HC00 4 NAND gates that among other things they keep the signals to the CPU SH2 to tell them that the battery was not removed or the cartridge was not tampered. So the big advantages of the A is that when we turn back, this one is battery free, as you have seen, so it has an empty space to solder one of those. Much easier to solder by everybody. Oops. Okay, you cannot see very well, but it's a 29F400BT. Okay, here we have the mark. This mark here, this dot is telling us it's pin number 1, and this here is telling us that here, this circle here is telling us that it's number 1, so it will go like here. Okay, all the wires is already done, so we just need to remove this solder, which is always easier, this, and solder the new one here. If your cartridge is already a second impact, so you don't need to do anything. Yes, you keep the EEPROM is already the right one, unless you want to change this country zone or make it an OCD. Don't know why, but if you want to do that, so then you will need to remove it and either reprogram it or put a new one here. Okay, each one of them, not both at the same time, but one of them can be in any side. Okay, here we have a battery power cartridge. It's already dead. It's also an A. So what we need to do in order to make this cartridge battery free, basically we need just to, here we have 2 points, which are the pins of the battery. We desolder the battery, we remove this tin from here, desolder the battery, but we have here the black cable, okay, which is coming from this small board. This is just sticked with a sticker, so you can remove it and put it somewhere else. So we solder this, and there's this black cable. What I do is that I put it on the uppermost right pin of the 74H, this one, not the bottom, but here, the last one, which is ground also. So I put it there, and we are good to go. As simple as that. Remove these 2 pins and move it there. If you have to reprogram the EEPROM, then it's a different story, because you need to have the EEPROM, having it programmed by someone, and then having it soldered. Okay, it's not such an easy and straightforward process. Not to say that cartridges are also not so easy to find. So this is the very simple process to make it battery free in A and B. If you have a C or D, like this one C we have here, you see the sticker says C, good. It looks more or less the same, from this side, but if we turn, we see that we have here the configuration is slightly different. There is no space for the EPROM, and we have here a match 111, which was not present here. Okay, here we have an FM1208S, which is like a PAL, and here we have a match 111. So if we want to make this battery free, as this one already is, if it's a Street Fighter 3, as there are no cables, if it's a Street Fighter 3 second impact, we just remove the battery and we are done. If not, we need to remove the battery, no need to worry about the cables because there are no cables, and we need to desolder the EPROM. This time is an SMD, so not everyone can do it. You remove the SMD, you reprogram it using an EPROM programmer, and then you solder it again. So C and D as the same time, they have this match 111 on the backside. A and B, they don't have it, and they have this extra capability of soldering an EPROM on the backside. A, B are at the same time, C and D are different. You can, make several combinations. You can reprogram your EPROM to make it from a different country code, to make it no CD. You can make all the combinations you want. This will not change from one cartridge to the other, the same EPROM. The only thing that changes is this hardware from the backside. Different country codes, all the same. You can just change the EPROM and the country code will change. Thank you for watching.